Hi, I'm Robin with Conscious Thriving Relationships, and thanks for being with me here today. I want to address some of your communication concerns that many of you shared with me through Facebook and the email when I asked you about that. And we can't get to all of them today, but here's just a few of the things that I heard from you. You don't feel heard and understood and supported and respected. Sometimes you feel like your partner's not listening, um, or you feel like you can't express what you want to express without being judged or argued with, or sometimes your partner may even pull away from you and shut down. And so all of those, there's a lot of complexity there, but what I think of when I kind of take these as a group, I think of fear being at the root of a lot of it. It's at the root of our ability, it can be at the root of our ability to communicate clearly and to really express in a way that feels good. So when we're in fear, there's a part of us that shuts down, especially when adrenaline is running in the system. So if you don't know that feeling of adrenaline, you want to start tuning into what that's like for you. When you hear a loud sound, or you're having to step on the brakes really quickly, you get a hit of adrenaline, right? And for me, it's like a ding, like a shot that goes up. I feel it in my throat and my heart's pounding. And when adrenaline's taking over, it actually shuts down your ability to think really clearly because it puts you in survival mode. So adrenaline's there for, running if someone's chasing you, or, pulling your kid out of the street if they run in front of a car, or pushing on the brakes if someone's cutting into your lane, that type of thing. You need adrenaline, but we don't want adrenaline running in our daily communication and activity. So if you're in a conversation and you feel that adrenaline, it's a good sign that you're in fear and you may not be able to communicate in a way that you feel good about. Because you probably can't, because your brain's not fully functioning in order to do that. Your full creativity is not online. Your ability to think clearly and thoughtfully and consciously is not online. So that can be at the root of any communication issue. If you're having a situation, and instead of being able to sort of clearly state what's happening for you or what you want, you might find yourself like, sort of in the fight mode of blaming or judging or complaining, or, because all those things, they're actually creating more distance. And usually what you want is more connection, right? You want to be closer. You want to be heard and connected. And you can't do that when you're sort of pointing the finger and trying to make someone at fault in some way. So here's a simple thing that you can do to shift out of that adrenaline mode when adrenaline, the chemical of adrenaline, is dominating your body. And it's called the wiggle move. And it was created by my teacher, Kathleen Hendricks. And it's super simple. So the first thing to do is start wiggling your fingers and toes, which I'm doing now. And this is it can start to shift your energy. And so for me, if like I'm in public and I don't want to do the full thing, I'll just do that. But more of the movement would be to start getting your knees to bend alternately and your hips to move, and maybe your ribs, and maybe even close your eyes so you can feel your body more. So the more you feel inside what's happening, you're going to get a shift. And for me, I already feel like I'm breathing more deeply, feeling the shoulders and the head. So the whole body is getting into the movement. And this really does counteract the adrenaline, which is like, it kind of shuts us down, it closes us up, and it contracts, and we don't breathe very well. So it's pretty much the opposite. And the cool thing is you can get some other chemicals flowing into your system which do counteract adrenaline, like dopamine and oxytocin. So you'll feel better right away. So if you can remember to notice that you have fear running, that there's adrenaline in your system, and then 2, remember to wiggle either a little, fingers and toes, maybe the knees, or more, and take some time with it, maybe even 30 seconds to a minute. you could shift out of adrenaline and into connection with yourself. You're going to be more present with you, and therefore you could be more present with your partner or your kid or your parents or whoever it is. And you'll feel better about how you communicate. So this is just, step one, super simple thing that you can do and take away right now. I do plan to come back and give you more tools. So look for another video coming in the new year, and that will be January of 2019, where I'll give you more concrete communication tools that you can use. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you back in the new year. Namaste.